good.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back again. So we're talking about price band.
So the opposite side.
Yeah, so on the opposite side of that, if you're like, well, I really wanted to get 510 for my home, okay, that's great to put it at 510, but all the people that are looking for homes up to 500 are not seeing your home either. So you're actually eliminating a large crowd on one side and a large crowd on the other by pricing on either side of an even number. And the even number is it really comes down to the matter of $1.
And it makes sense, but you also have to be priced correctly from the get-go for this to work.
Yeah.
If you're not priced correctly, this is not going to work.
Right. So we can't take this and say, well, why don't you use that price band method and price my home at 400 when your home is really only worth $350. Because it's not. Then it's definitely not going to work.
Right.
So
each search engine actually has their own increments as well. So some will go 50,000, some will go 25,000, some will go 10,000.
Right.
In increments. So you can't please every search engine, but.
So price banding, we can talk more about that if you're looking to get your home on the market. We could talk to you about how we would price out your home. So we don't do it to every single home, but a lot of homes that we do it to, it tends to actually get a higher price than what we position it at. C of O issues. So a lot of people on Long Island have done work to their homes, and they don't like to tell their realtor that they've done this stuff without getting a C of O. Title companies are going to find out no matter what when they go to run title. So be honest with us. Let us know what's going on with your home right from the start.
And the other thing too is what I do is when I take a listing, I'm going to the town and I pull all the COs. I ask them, okay, what COs are in place for this house? So I do get the town card, and then I have to go back to my homeowners if there's something missing. So, not all agents do that, so you might get away with it for a little while, but once you get to the closing point, or just before that, when your buyer pulls up the title, it's going to be raised as an issue. So just be open from the get-go. Sometimes homeowners don't realize either that they needed COs for things.
Yeah, a builder could have came in to put a deck on for them and said, oh yeah, you're all set, I already went to the town. And meanwhile, he didn't go back to the town afterwards to close that permit out. And that's what would have given you your certificate of occupancy.
Right. And even on sheds, they don't realize the size of the shed that they need it for. So. Yeah,
so there's a couple different reasons why that happens. Social media. If you're not being broadcasted on social media, let's just face it, nobody's seeing you.
Yeah.
Facebook is the internet now. I've seen some of my listings actually get more, actually drive traffic back to Zillow. And I've seen that spike in Zillow traffic because I boosted my home specifically in a certain way through the Curator platform on Facebook. So social media is a big player in marketing homes now. Everybody doesn't think so, but it is. Not spending enough time to properly prepare or stage your home before photos. This is good. Some people think they could just leave the refrigerator magnets on and do other things that really is not. No. Doesn't make the buyer feel welcome when they come into your home. They can't picture it as their own. So that's something to keep an eye out for. And I love this picture that Amit put in there. Hiring a family member. So we hear it a lot. No, my cousin is a realtor and I'm going to let her have my listing. Or I'm buying a house and my best friend that I went to college with is a realtor. He just got his license, so I want to give him a chance. And that's great, but when you're dealing with the biggest financial either purchase or sale of your life, or one of them, you want to have full-time agents. you want to have,
experienced agents. You want to have agents that can be creative, because sometimes when it comes to negotiations, you need that creativity.
Yeah, and you want somebody that's going to be there. So like Jen and I have decided to team up on a couple of things, and it's really worked out. Like I had to go to Austin to this conference. Jen took care of all my listings while I was gone.
Right, so there's no slack anywhere.
There's never a disconnect. Not having the right network of buyers and agents that sell homes in your area. So when we market a home, we have an entire database and an email platform, etc., and we know exactly in our platform what buyers were looking at what specific properties at any given time. So we can actually take our listings, a new listing, before it's actually put on the MLS, and send it out to a whole entire audience of people that we know are looking for a specific audience. This is part of our pre-marketing campaign that we do. And there's 3 specific emails that we send out to pre-market the home, and it's been really effective. And we'll get into those type of strategies and whatnot in a different episode.
Yes. Not using professional photographers.
Yes,
is the big one.
This is huge. We see a lot of stuff come out on the MLS, and it's in a gorgeous neighborhood, and it's a really nice house, and it looks not so good.
If you've been looking for houses online, you know what we're talking about, because you can see the difference clearly between a professional photographer and someone who uses like a point and shoot or just their cell phone. So it's so very important, because a lot of buyers will just pass by because the pictures are too dark or they can't tell what it is. They're not going to bother looking at it.
Yeah. So people are visual animals. I mean, nice, shiny objects are what people are attracted to. So to make your house that nice, shiny item on whatever platform you're going to be on, and really do the pre-marketing and get people engaged with your home ahead of time, is super important.
Number 9.
Poor accessibility.
We've spoken about this before. If
Yeah.
you're not going to open up your house when people want to come in, you're not going to sell it.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
We won't get into that anymore. And let's see.
Finally.
Looking at the home through a seller's eyes instead of a buyer's eyes. So a lot of sellers look at their home and they're the seller. They're like, this is my home, and
You have a ton of memories, and it's worth so much more to you than it might be worth to a buyer, which is why when you have a professional realtor come in, we'll go ahead and we'll look at it through the eyes of a buyer. And you might not like everything that we say, but we're honest, and we're going to tell you.
Yeah, so we try to be as honest as possible, and let people know really what the buyer is going to be thinking of their home as they walk through. So here we are. I don't know if that worked properly, but
I think it did.
So yeah, those are 10 reasons why homes expire. If your home has expired or it's coming up on its expiration date, feel free to message us. Mm-hmm. We can
talk strategy and explain to you.
We can talk a new fall strategy for you, explain to you what's going on in the market right now. Like we had just had Dave in here talking about interest rates and stuff, and we could reposition your home, put it out in a whole different audience, and really give it the exposure that it deserves.
And that's it. You guys have any suggestions or anything that you want us to start, answering questions? Feel free to message us with that as well. We like suggestions.
We would love to hear from our audience, and if you guys have any questions, message us, post it in the comments below, hit the like or love button, and let us know, what topics you guys want to talk about next. And that's it. Next week we will be with a local Long Island, he's a pool patio specialist, hopefully out in the field, and we're going to be talking about curb appeal, and it's good for buyers and sellers, how to get your home dressed up and what the potential costs could be of putting a patio in or a new front walk or whatever, of getting it dressed up. Again, awesome, session here. Jen Gonis, Jim Hayden, we're with Signature Premier Properties, your Premier Home Team. Reach out to us. We're on Facebook. We're all over the place. Send us a message through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Let us know.
We will get back in touch with you. We're great with communication.
Okay.
Until next time, guys.
You guys have a great week. Bye.
Bye.